Lord.
former House Michigan Speaker turned ringmaster of a marijuana licensed circus, teaming with bribes, backhanders, a Lamborghini Huracan, and more clowns than you've ever seen at any circus. So here's what happened. Mr. Johnson, once a shining beacon of Republican values, hey, shout out Republicans, Jason, has swan dived right into the midst of Michigan's most high profile corruption case in 30 freaking years, y'all. So, what's the flavor of this fall from grace? It's a delectable concoction of bribery and misdemeanors, featuring the aforementioned $190,000 high speed Lambo. So, it all unfolds as two lobbyists, Brian Pierce and Vince Brown, and a businessman, John Daywood Delaley, whatever his name is, he's in jail, doesn't really matter. They confessed to showering Johnson with approximately $110,200. The goal? To smooth out the path to those highly coveted cannabis licenses, of course. But here's the kicker. Johnson could have had a lighter sentence, yet our protagonist seems to have a knack for stirring up trouble with the FBI. So Johnson's not talking, Johnson's not giving, and the FBI is pissed. Now, Michigan prosecutors are leaning towards a 6-year stint in the clink for Johnson, painting a rather vivid picture of his escapades, including his nocturnal rendezvous with a prostitute who affectionately tagged him as Batman. How cliche. But wait, there's more. Our crew, including Mr. Brown with his now seized Lamborghini, they were all supposed to sing, unveiling the dark underbelly of the Michigan marijuana industry. Yet, the days roll by and there's nothing. They're not talking, they're not saying anything. There are no rats in this crew. So the FBI is pissed. They're going to get even more time in jail. We think they're on somebody's payroll, and I'm definitely dying to hear what you guys have to say about that. So Brown, this flashy, once really obnoxious lobbyist, now watches as his beloved Lamborghini stands as a listed monument to his fall, priced at a robust $210,500. Pierce, another companion in this merry debacle, has found himself from flush to broke, with his extravagant $450,000 home inching towards foreclosure and only $10 in the bank account. It's true, that was in this article. And then there's Rick. Rick is the man of the hour. At 70, he's sporting a federal conviction like a tarnished badge of honor. His illustrious career in politics seems to be a relic of the past. And as his former mate and marijuana licensing board member, Donald Bailey, mused, "You've compromised your integrity. How do you come back from that?" This is Liz Grow reporting for Hyatt 9 News. Guys, girls, what do you think about this story?
Oh, man, Liz, I just wonder what this Batman kept in his utility belt.
Right?
Yes.
Corruption's everywhere, Liz. I've been in meetings in the state of California where a former politician walks in and says, if you pay me X amount of thousands of dollars per month, I guarantee you're going to have everything you want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And how do you back out of those meetings, and leave gracefully? Because it's just been going on. We've had some politicians hooked up here in California for some similar shit. We've also had some people have, a cap popped in their ass for some similar shit. So
I heard you say cat popped in their ass. I was
they
like,
popped the cat. Somebody shot him.
Yeah, they pow.
Shit,
yeah, Texas style.
Texas style,
Pow,
yeah,
pow,
absolutely. Damn. Yeah, I mean, I know it's you gotta laugh and you gotta learn from it. And I guess find out who those brands are, organizations are with like good people. I guess, I don't know, what's the thing? How do you, as a consumer, how do you fucking,
Well,
I don't know.
well,
What do you do? How do you do
the last
corruption?
time we covered this story, because this story has been ongoing, we've covered it 2 or 3 times. This is a new update on this story, but he was about to get a sweetheart deal of a plea deal in this, where he basically, was not going to get no time. And now, Liz, you're saying that that he has been uncooperative with the prosecutors, and now they're looking at serving him like 4 or 5 years.
6 years, 4 or 5, come on.
4, 5,
We're talking
6.
6.
6 years.
They're pissed.
And And this is federal prosecutors, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so
Federal
therefore
prosecutors.
therefore you're going to do 85% of your time as a mandatory, if you're convicted federally, correct, Dale?
Oh, absolutely.
All
Yeah, and
right.
that's if you're good.
Well, that's
Get in
my
trouble.
that's my point. So he's definitely is going to do at least 5 years if convicted on this, or when convicted on this, because I think he this all this stuff definitely happened. It's not like this stuff didn't happen, but we're going to see
I
what
mean,
these
that
prosecutors can
Most
paint.
people don't get a feel for it until you go through this personally. The prosecutors are literally put a gun to your head and say, "All right, if you don't start talking, this is what's going to happen to you."
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
And so in my case, the judge made it clear, I'm not going to give you a day over 5 years, but I have to give you 5 years. So I said, fuck it, we're going to trial. I'm going to get 5 years anyway. For these other folks, if you roll the dice and go to trial, you get punished
Yep.
for making them work that hard.
And
Ooh.
Reality of the prosecutions.
and they have over a 90% conviction rate, because most people do take the deals and plead no contest or plead guilty, or for whatever reason. So there is an extremely high conviction rate that the government already does
Easy to
maintain.
convict. Okay. It's not, you don't have to have specific intent to commit a crime. I mean, growing weed, all I had to do was just intend to grow the weed plant, and I was guilty. You know, we tried to argue, I was growing it for medical purposes. No, it don't matter. It was a general intent crime. You grew weed, you're guilty.
Ever
Go to
since the
jail.
first time you watered it, Hondale, that was your intent.
Yep. Oh, man. And then conspiracy to grow it.
Yep.
Same thing.
Yeah, and conspiracy is a
Wow.
nasty charge. Nasty charge.
Conspiracy to grow up because you were on like a chat thread with like other growers.
No, fuck no.
No.
I had a
No.
disabled veteran help me grow it, and he drove it to people's houses and gave it to them. But that's a conspiracy to cultivate and a conspiracy to distribute.
Yep.
It didn't matter. I didn't make any money off of it. You know,
Does not
none of
matter.
that mattered.
Oh God, how do you think these guys sleep at night? Really? How do you? Now, aren't there more important things to focus on?
Well,
Well,
that's
they
how they get
sent
paid.
somebody from the Department of Justice to every one of our hearings, sat right in the middle of a jury box and stared at us like, we're watching you from Washington, D.C. They didn't have a problem sleeping at all. They thought they were doing their job, locking a bunch of these goddamn drug criminals up. It didn't matter we were a doctor and an attorney that survived cancer. It didn't matter a goddamn bit to them.
Such a shame.
Well, bless
Such
your
a
heart.
shame.
Truly,
Such a
it's
shame.
what you. Yeah. I'm wondering, what do you guys think? This is super important. What do you think Johnson's nickname is going to be in prison? It was Batman. No, what do you think?
Big Johnson. Big Johnson. Big Johnson. Yeah, that's going to be his name over there. They're going to call him Big Johnson on the yard.
Johnson.
Yeah, exactly.
Find out real quick what it means to be a wood. You're gonna have to
Oh, he is. Yes,
get your homies around you that are woods.
he is going to be in the wood
and
pile
then
for
you gotta
sure.
tribe up.
That's right.
Wait, what's a wood?
It's white
Wait,
people.
maybe we need
White
to cut
people.
this off camera.
White
White
people.
dude.
White people.
I didn't know what it was till I got there.
Yep.
And they go, "Oh, are you in charge of the woods?"
Yeah.
No.
Wood stands for Pecker Woods, which is basically the classification for white people in jail. And so when you go to jail, you ride in that car. If you're white, you are considered a wood.